Right, hi guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to my pan that palette. This is my first update. I think I'm going to be doing these updates every 4 months, so you may see an update for this in December or probably early January, depending on what I'm planning to do for December. I've got ideas, but they're not set in stone, but there's a little hint, I guess, that I'm already planning what I'm doing for December. Anyway, so this is a project I began on the 26th of April 2021. So this is what it was. I took a picture of it on my phone so I actually remember what date it was. I'm going to put the picture on the screen right now. This is what it looked like when I first started this project. I started this project solely for that first shade. You can see that it's crumbled up. Essentially, I dropped this palette, or it fell in my drawer, something along those lines, and that cream shade shattered, and I spent a long time, or pretty much the majority of these last 4 months, trying to clear that up. And I think now it's time to show you guys my progress. I feel like it's not a lot of progress, but at the same time it is a lot of progress, and I think it's probably not a lot of progress because I've just been focusing on that one shade a lot of the time and trying to get rid of all those crumbly bits, which has been very time consuming because obviously there was a lot. And yeah, I'm going to show you guys what it looks like now. So this is what it looks like now. If you guys can see, I'm going to try and point it downwards so you guys can see it a little bit more in the light. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. It still looks fairly untouched, but you can see these two shades have been used a lot. Well, not a lot, these two are being dipped in the most out of the entire project. And let's go into it a little bit deeper. So firstly, we obviously have this cream shade, which is Taunt. This is the shade that started the project. As you can see, this big part on the bottom is what made me begin this challenge, and it took me around 60 times to get rid of that entire section. Then once that had happened, I moved over to here and used this 24 times. And then around that time, the top of this cracked and fell apart. So I had to work back on this because I didn't want to have crumbly bits in my pan for much longer. And that's where we are up to now. So I've used this a total of 80 times now, and this is the shade it's in. And I've used this 24 times. Now going forward, my plan is I'm going to focus on this second shade, which is called Sophia, and I am basically going to try and hit pan on that shade, and then I just want to kind of see how long it will take me to hit a pan in this palette, and then I'm going to then go across to the rest of the mattes, and but one by one I'm going to pan them, I guess. I'm going to make them hit pan, and then after that is done, I'm then gonna go into the shimmers and do the same thing. But with the shimmers, I think I'm gonna probably pair them up with the mattes and go through them together. Now, that also depends on what I'm panning throughout that week, that month even, as I'm doing a lot of other project pans at the moment. There's an A to Z project pan I'm doing. There is obviously my normal project pan, and then offline, where no one's watching me doing it, I'm actually doing a deck of panning. That's just for me and myself and I, just for this year. I think next year maybe I'll do it online, but for now I'm just doing it offline for myself, just for some fun. So if I don't have as many eyeshadows to work on at a time, I might work on some of these throughout the month more consistently, because at the moment I'm pretty much just been hitting into these two shades to use as setting shades. Also, that's been quite fun. So obviously I've been using the cream shade as a setting shade, and then, oh sorry, I'm like blinding you. So let me just turn it upside down so you guys can probably see it a little bit more. There we go. So I've been using this shade here as my setting shade, and then this shade here I also used it as my setting colour, and I really liked how it turned out, like the different shades, like how different colours reacted to the different shades has been quite fun. Just to always be working on this palette, and the only way I've been able to really work on it consistently is by using it as the base shade in my eyes. But then I know that once I get to these shimmery shades, that's not going to be plausible, so I need to figure out at that point what I can work on at the same time, or how I can work it into my daily looks. But yeah, but my plan is once I get to the shimmery shades, which are over here, then I'm going to work on them at the same time as my mattes. So we have used, I don't know why I'm using this as the font, but we have used Taunt, this one here 80 times, Sophia 24 times, Whipped once, Undressed 0 times, Barley once, Icon 3 times, Basic Instinct and Coconut Grove 0 times. Then we have used Centerfold up here once, Calendar Girl, Faster Pussycat and Unbuttoned 0 times. So a lot of this has been completely unused. I've just been focusing on like the first two, and that's it. That is my current update on my Pan That palette. I plan to do this every 4 months, so I guess you'll see another update of this in around 4 months. So in December, and you said September then? No, in December you'll probably see another update or film another update. It might be up in January though, possibly. But yeah, hopefully we'll see some pans maybe in the next. I was going to continue doing this Pan That palette until I had completely finished the palette, but as it's a brand new palette when I first started doing this, just use this until I hit pan in each shade. Of course, as we go along, I might finish some shades before the end, just with how it goes or how long it takes me to get through it. But that is my goal, is to hit pan on all 12 shades, so that this Pan That palette is complete, and then I'll probably move on to another palette. It all depends on how old the palette is, but as the palette is fairly new and relatively unused, I don't want to force myself to like completely finish it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I shall see you guys in December for my next Pan That palette update. I'm gonna leave it here, and I shall catch you guys soon. Bye.